Hello everyone, this is Salani Musayami reporting once again for ROHR Zimbabwe. I would like to thank all our walkers that took part in the 110-kilometer walk which started yesterday from Brighton to London. You're going to hear from all of them today. As you can see, we're now outside the Zimbabwean embassy in London, so I'm just going to hand it over to them and they're going to tell you what it meant to take part in this walk, how they feel the walk went, what has come out of that walk, and to see if democracy is going to be strong enough and uniting in Zimbabweans here in the diaspora. So just listen to what they have to say. Thank you very much. The first speaker is going to be Rashiwe Baisai. She is the brainchild of this whole walk. I was there when we were at a theater performance where she thought up about this idea, so I was with her. And today that walk has become a reality. So I want you to just listen to what she has to say. Thank you for watching. Hello, Rashi.
Hi, Sally. How are you doing?
I'm okay, my sister. How are you today after the walk?
I'm so tired. I feel tired. And the feeling of how I am, I can't express it because it has been hard. Uphill, downhill. As you can hear, my voice is very hoarse. I've been trying to coordinate all the people to work together and everything. So it's an endurance test to see how the people in Zimbabwe are doing and how they are feeling under the oppression of our own president in Zimbabwe. They don't have freedom of speech. The human rights are dead. And people are still enduring all this. As we started this journey, it was just an idea of what we can do to show that we feel the pain people in Zimbabwe are going, our families in Zimbabwe are going through. So as I finished watching the play after independence, it touched me so much that I had this idea of how we are going to do it, to say we feel the same way. The people back home, our families we left back home are feeling. So I thought if we could do something like a 110-kilometer walk from Brighton to London, it would actually make people feel, and after that walk they can actually feel how our brothers, sisters, mothers, daughters and sons and fathers in Zimbabwe are feeling at the moment under the oppression of our own black president. Now it's becoming the oppression of the black anti-blacks as well. We thought the whites were bad, but no, now as we stand, we hear our mother saying, but Ian Smith was better. But now, as we had finished this walk, I think everybody, you can see around me now, they did the walk. They felt how it is, how hard it is to survive. To go along for 20 hours without anything to eat. We didn't eat anything on the way until we got to the campsite. And people would feel this. That's how people in Zimbabwe are going. Some of them, they go for days without any food. So as we did this, we were raising funds to support the orphans who were orphaned in 2008 and all until up to date, to help those who are suffering. The same charity begins at home, or those who are suffering here in the diaspora as well. Because we kept thinking that in the diaspora it's going to be easy, but no, it's not. We have some of us who doesn't have anywhere to live. We have some of us who can't even afford a bus fare to go anywhere. So I thought this idea, I think it will help everybody around me now today. In the diaspora itself, there are people who are suffering as well. It's not only the people in Zimbabwe who are suffering, but all of us, we are suffering the same pain. We have the same pain here in diaspora. Because if you're in the diaspora thinking that you are lying on the bed of roses, but it's not. You are not lying on the bed of roses. There are ups and downs. As we were walking, we were going up and down. That's the life we are living as well in the diaspora. That's the life our parents, our sons and daughters and mothers and fathers are living in Zimbabwe as well. So this walk was inspired about that. I want to thank all the workers who endured working with me together. We had the test, we had the endurance, working until to where we are standing now. And all those who helped me in taking this idea up, my sisters, they inspired me. They said it's a good idea. I took it up. And Mr. Beck, who really helped me in the logistics of all this, the planning, the maps, everything, and even putting together the whole people who worked today. I really thank them. And I would leave you to the other workers who had done this work. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was Rashire Baisai. She's the brainchild of this idea. And we're going to hear from other walkers as well. With me here is Rosemary Maponga. She's going to talk about what she experienced as well.
Hi, Sally. All I would like to say, most of the things have been said by Mr. Shire Baisai. All I just want to say is in Zimbabwe, we walked this walk. It wasn't easy. We've had injuries on the way. We had people who were sick on the way. This is how we want Zimbabwe to change. We want to say a statement to the Zimbabwe that let's stand together. Enough is enough. We've had enough. Let's just say something. And this, that we've just done it as a group of Zimbabweans to show how much pain that we have for our country, that we should be liberated, we should be free, that we are not living in a country, in our country we are not enjoying the freedom that our ancestors fought for. We had the Chimurenga, we fought that people died, there's so much blood that was lost then, all for freedom, but where is the freedom gone? Where is our freedom? We've had enough, enough is enough. Atichada, thank you.
That's absolutely right. Enough is enough at Tichada. This flag has raised Zimbabweans all over the UK, and as you can see, we are here in London with all these brave women who have walked 110 kilometers from Brighton to London. That is no joke. And we're going to hear from Isabel.
Hi everyone. I just want to give a big thanks to all our sponsors, all the people that sponsored this walk, all our donors who put something forward to help the orphans in Zimbabwe. And I just want to say a big thank you to Rashiwe and John, because they are the ones that put this thing together to help raise funds for people in Zimbabwe. We want a change in Zimbabwe. I want to also give a big thanks to all the workers. They gave their all. A 2-day walk, it wasn't easy, but we still did it. A big thank you to everybody. And I just want to say, charity begins at home. Thank you to all the people that made time to just wait and listen to what we have to say. ROHR Zimbabwe, restoration of human rights. I hope that everyone one day will just find it in their hearts to help everybody who's struggling back home. And for you people back home, just because we're in the UK doesn't mean we've forgotten. Just because we're in the UK doesn't mean we don't care. We care, we are with you. We are the voices of the voiceless. We love you and we'll keep fighting until we have a good Zimbabwe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Isabel. We also, as you heard from yourselves, just because we're in the diaspora, it does not mean that we're not Zimbabweans and that we do not care. We're going to hear from Chipo Parenyatwa. She's one of the walkers as well. As you can see, she's still holding the stick that she ended up having to use along the journey, which means that the journey was really hard. And as you can see it in her face. Let's just hear from her.
Hi everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Rashid for coming up with this idea. Firstly, I thought, it was just a job. But after practicing and practicing, at the end, we ended up doing this walk. It was not easy at all. It wasn't easy. I would like to thank everyone who took part in this walk. To tell you the truth, at first when I walked, climbing up the hills, I thought I was going to give up. But I said to myself, enough is enough. I shouldn't give up. I have to fight up to the end. And I fought up to the end. And right now, for me to sit down, I can't stand. Even you can see my colleagues, we are all in tears because of what happened. We were all going through thick and thin. Going for days without eating anything. You know, in Zimbabwe, I know the people are suffering. They are really suffering. And their sufferings are also affecting us. It affects us because they are our colleagues, they are our brothers, they are our sisters, they are our mothers, they are our fathers. And it affects us so much. Honestly, the government should look into this and step down. They should step down so that there can be peace in the country. There can be freedom. There can be democracy in the country. Mugabe has ruled the country for a long time. It's really high time he should surrender this. 36 years is not a joke. It's not like delivered from the Israelites. No. He should learn from other leaders. We had all the respect for him, but he should step down now, whilst we still have the respect for him. Honestly, otherwise people are now losing the respect. What I want to urge people in Zimbabwe is don't give up. Keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. I know you are being oppressed. The police are beating you up. I know you are being oppressed. I know they are taking you into jail. But don't give up. Keep on fighting. And we are also fighting here. Enough is enough. Mugabe must go. Amen. Enough is enough. Mugabe must go. Amen. Thank you, Sally.
Thank you very much. Now that was a very emotional statement coming from Chipo. I'm sure you all felt it wherever you are. As you can see, our protesters are in tears right now. This is no joke. When they come to do this, it is not a joke. They're all Zimbabwean. You cannot sell your birthright. And we're going to hear from John Burke, who helped to finance a lot of this walk, who assisted Rashiwe to bring it to birth and made it a reality. Hello, John.
Hello, Sally. Well, the problem I see with Mr. Mugabe, he is not a leader. He is a manipulator. He's manipulated a team of people by greed and stealth for the last 36 years to steal and plunder an entire country, to steal every natural resource that there is in that country, and it has to stop. And it has to stop not now, but yesterday. It has to stop. He is saying that his whole government is in on the act. They are not a government, it's a mafia. They shouldn't be called a government, and he shouldn't be called a leader. He is none of those things, and their government is none of those things. They're a mafia, they're a theft organisation. And that's why I put my heart and soul into this by planning the routes. And the struggle we've had to actually achieve this walk is to reflect the struggle that all Zimbabweans are having in actually living a daily life. And all we can do in the UK is to produce this method of sympathising with what the problems are in Zimbabwe, because we cannot face those problems in this country because we don't have a corrupt police force, we do not have a corrupt army, and we do not have a corrupt government, because all of those things are present in Zimbabwe. They will not allow anything and anybody to actually express an opinion without being, that isn't part of the government's agenda and regime to actually destroy the country for their own benefit. And they've done nothing but plunder for the last 36 years. And it's a disgrace.
Yeah. Thank you very much, John Burke. Viewers, as you can see, it's become very emotional here. Because of the emotion that's taking place here, I'm going to have to cut the recording. But what I'm going to ask and say to all of you is, as you are seeing this video, let us continue to support Zimbabweans in what we are going through right now. We need democracy, restoration of human rights, peace, justice and freedom. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.